Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I, of course, am Sir Bedian, and we are dealing with some worm chunks at the moment. So, there is one other very important thing to deal with. If we go take a peek over here, we have a wolf, and another one, and another one, and most fun of all, Uh, somewhere around here is a fourth one, because we can see here four of the grey dots. So we have a pack of four wolves. Well, actually, there might be the shrew instead. So we have a pack of at least three wolves currently sitting immediately outside a shelter. Now, we are animal friendly, so they are currently ignoring us. So that is extremely handy. But at the moment, if the wolves come at us, they can make us bleed. We have no way of no real way of stopping the bleeding. So our one and only chance will be to get in here and basically let this guy tank it. And then we can loot him for his trench coat and dust mask and anything else he might have. But essentially, if the wolves come after us, we're going to have to start a new character pretty quick, I reckon. But we have here a worm corpse underneath us. All right, so fairly straightforward. We want to butcher the corpse, so we press Shift B, and there we go. So underneath us now we have two chunks of fresh raw meat. So material is flesh, volume of 1.2 kilos, 20 nutrition, minus 10 enjoyability, one portion. Freshly butchered meat. It's perishable. You can see the name here is blue, which indicates that it's perishable, and it will rot. I believe food has a lifespan of about, or fresh meat has a lifespan of about 2 days before it becomes rotten. If you eat fresh meat, then there's a small chance that, well, a reasonable chance that you will end up with food poisoning. I think you can even get parasites as well. So, um, if you're going to starve to death, eat the damn meat. If you're not going to starve to death and you just need some food, find a way to cook it first. Because cooking the meat is going to probably literally save your life. And waiting to butcher. Ooh, we have a stomach. Cool. Butchering a rotten animal will also yield rotten meat, so do keep an eye on that. Okay, so we have the stomach. Stomach is handy. Where is stomach? Can we do something with the stomach? I'm not sure we can at the moment. Because you can make a stomach water bag, which the stomach water bag holds a lot of water, but it has also the interesting property where its volume increases depending on what's actually in it. So an empty water bag has like very small volume, whereas a full one has a fair amount more. But it looks like we can't actually make it at the moment because our skill is not high enough. That's annoying. Would have been really handy to have that stomach. Oh well. We do have meat, which is handy. So with weight, you can carry more than your weight limit, right? So if we had the volume, we could carry like 60 kilos of weight, and it would cause a little bit of pain, but otherwise wouldn't, kill us. We could try and carry like 70 or 80 kilos, but then we'd start suffering more pain, and then we'd end up risking getting crushed. So you can go over your weight limit. What you can't do is go over your volume limit. Now, there are ways around it. Okay, there are ways around it. Um, your equipped item only adds to your weight limit. It doesn't add to your volume limit because you're not holding it in your pockets. And your worn items do not add to your volume limit either because, once again, you're not keeping them in your pockets. So this winter coat, for example, has a volume of 27. All right, has a storage of 12 and a volume of 27, but our volume um, isn't that high because the winter coat is being worn. It's providing its carrying capacity to a maximum volume and not consuming any of our consumed volume. So that is something to keep in mind. We will go ahead. So I'll show you the advanced inventory system. Very handy for moving large volumes of stuff. So with this button here, the backslash, forward slash, we open up the inventory. So we have here uh, two columns that show an inventory and where they currently are. So this one here is directly below you on the open wooden door, and this one here is inside our inventory. So I will take us to the inventory, and the arrow keys will take us to open squares. The 8 and the 2, because they are walls, we can't put anything there. So if one of your items is inventory, and we can press A to select all surrounding squares. If one of the items is your inventory and one is all squares, your inventory is eliminated from the all squares, and whatever is in the whatever items are in the other column are not included in the all 9 squares. All right. So what we can do is we can go 9 and 7. And we can move the items across, and as you can see, they've been moved from outside the house to inside, and we have the things there. Fire inside the house is a very bad idea. It is a wooden floor, it is a wooden building. Fire will burn down the entire house and leave very little except rubble and metal. So don't burn down the house that you plan on using as a base or looting and salvaging. We do need a little bit of wood though, so I think we do actually have a piece of wood. So we'll drop we'll drop chunks of meat here and our water bottles as well, and we will grab a little bit of splintered wood, and we will drop it there. There we go. So so we press A to activate use an item in an inventory, and we want to use the matchbook to set on fire with 6. There we go. So we can see here that there's splintered wood there and a small fire. If you stand in a fire, you will burn. Dump. So in order to craft food, cooked meat, we need a tool with food cooking of 1 or more. So we actually need that pointy stick now. We will smash this. So we'll get that pointy stick. And we will go ahead and create cooked meat. Now, we could do it one at a time, or we could do it in batches. Now, the reason why you might want to do it in batches is that if you do it one at a time, 15 minutes will pass between each piece of meat that you get. All right. So we have 6 pieces of meat. It's going to take 15 minutes per piece of meat, and that is, how long is that? 46 minutes. All right. So it's going to take 46 minutes. Huh. No, so it's going to take 15 minutes per piece of meat if you're doing one at a time. Okay, so 6 times 15, that's about an hour and a half. On the other hand, if you have a look, if you do 2 at a time, it's going to take 24 minutes to cook the 2. All right, so it's going to take less time to cook 2 of them. If you do all 6 at once, it's going to take 46 minutes. It's going to take about half the time. Not all production has this reduction. But the other important thing is that in an hour and a half, your fire might be long extinguished. Whereas if you do it in the batch, the entire batch will be run as if the fire was intact. So we're going to cook all of our meat. Worm meat. There we go. and it's raining, and the fire has burnt up, and the fire has gone. But we have only 2 cooked meats. Where's the other one? Oh, there they are. We can't carry them all. So we have a fair amount of cooked meat. Excellent. We will go ahead and put it over here with the stomach. And we're going to drop these. We're going to eat the gummy vitamin to keep us healthy. And we're going to drop it because we want the volume. We're going to pick up a bottle of water. And we're going to drop the pointy stick to get a fair amount of volume back. And we're going to pick up 2 of our, one of our cooked meats. All right. So now we have ourselves some gear. So what we're going to do now is, black rat, I'm going to close this door. And we're going to see, are the wolves still there? Yes, they are. But if we keep clear, they might leave us alone. Where are they at the moment? There's one over here, and there's one over here. So they're south of us and east of us. I don't know. Let's go out the other door. Ooh, hello. What's this? An L39B. It's a gun. It's a handgun. 9mm handgun. Okay, we'll pick that up. And we're gonna drop it here. It doesn't seem to have any ammunition in it, so it's kind of useless to us at the moment. We will also... It looks like there's something... these metal bits will actually hurt you, or potentially if you go in. An L523 MBR rifle. So it's a .223 rifle. And it's got 2 magazines. So once again, we have no ammo. So yeah, we'll drop the sword for now. So we'll run in and drop off the rifle. There we go. And we'll go back out and we'll grab our sword back. Once we get some ammo, then we can come back and get it. What's over here? Alright, with a V. Here we go. So we got some heavy sticks, we've got chunks of steel, scrap metal, splintered wood down there, could be useful. We've got a pipe. We've got some wire. Could be handy. We've got a military black box. We can't do anything with it, but we can potentially analyze it to get what's in there for, I guess, lore or something. I don't know. And we've got some hickory roots, hickory nuts, pine cone, and pine bough. So we've got some interesting stuff around here. Obviously, this is some kind of crash site because we can see that there's a black box there, and obviously something's crashed in this location. All right, let's see if we can get around. So there's a cougar and a moose nearby. So we can see that there's a cougar down southwest of us, around here probably. There, that will be it. And we have a moose to the northwest, which is up here. To me, it's a bit of a toss-up as to what's scarier, the bear, the wolf, or the moose. The wolf will make you bleed out, and they hunt in packs. But the moose, I've seen it take out about 4 zombies while getting dogpiled. So, yeah, don't screw with moose. But then again, any Canadian will be able to tell you that. Oh, what's this over here? That's a hickory root. There's a black rat. We can't see the wolves. I'm a little bit anxious about getting around those wolves because they can track you if they get pissed off enough. But it looks like we made it through all right. And we'll scavenge for anything useful here. You'll notice that they turn grey once you've searched them. So that's very useful there. And searching these will increase your survival skill. And it might find you interesting things, like see these garlic cloves. But ideally, we are after. Let's just head towards town. Giant bee. Let's stay away from that. The giant bee is attacking that regular sized squirrel, which means the squirrel's probably going to die. Ooh, moose. How far away is it? Uh, Too close for comfort. Let's get out of here. All right, it looks like we. Oh, there's a car down south. Wolf is to the north. That's fine. All right, let's have a look at this car. Engine's on. You can see here by the smoke that the engine's running. So what do we got? We've got, yeah, with E, you can examine the entire vehicle. And it opens up the vehicle menu. So here we have destroyed wheel, destroyed quarter panel, mainly broken headlight, and the frame. The engine's intact. The battery is good enough. The alternator is a little bit broken. We've got an intact windshield. That's good. Intact door. There's a security system. There's a clock. Clock could be useful. Most of the car appears to be intact. The gas tank is fine. Yeah, this car is in pretty good condition, except for the fact that it has no wheels. But we don't want it to sit there and burn off its fuel, so we will loop around in the driver's seat and take control with the Shift 6, and we're going to turn the vehicle off. There's also items here, so what do we have? A plastic jerry can. That's handy. We're going to have to remember this one. And there's stuff in here, a plastic bag of peppermint patties. The volume is 0. Yeah, why not? Okay, so there is a plastic jerry can there, so we're going to leave a note on the map with Shift N. Plastic jerry can. There we go. So now when we go, when we move away, you'll be able to see that note, and there we go, plastic jerry can up here in the top left. So that it's very handy to leave notes for things that don't appear on the map on their own, just so you can find them again, because it's very easy to get lost, or at least to lose things. Our first zombie, a zombie scientist. That'll be him over there, and it looks like it's starting to. No, there's a thunderstorm. So the thunderstorm has reduced the overall light level and our overall view range. So you can see that it doesn't reach all the way out. So there are some zombies over there, including a zombie scientist. A Kraken. They might be fighting that Kraken over there. And there's a moose up in the northeast as well. If we can get the zombies and the moose together, that'll be a fun old time. But in the meantime, amoebic mold. Oh, there's an amoeba. There might be an amoeba hole. An acidic zombie could be a problem as well. Let's have a look at this car. We can already see that it's missing. It's got a busted windshield, and there's no items inside. However, it does have wheels. So this is excellent because if we can get the wheels off this car and put them on the other car, it's also got the alternator as well. So we can take the wheels off this car and the alternator and get them to the other car. We'll have ourselves a working car. It won't be a fantastic car because there's no armor and it'll probably break with the first zombie we find, but we'll have ourselves a decent working car. Interestingly enough, we can get this car. No, controls are broken. We can't actually drive it. If the controls were working, we could get this car over to that car, and then we'll have the two cars next to each other for this assembly. But we will remember this one. Wheels. for that. There are zombies coming at us, looks like. We will go this way so they don't smash up the car. Are they coming at us? What are they doing? The Kraken. I think that thing is attacking the Kraken. There's another Kraken over here. Oh, what's this? Loot! Looks like there was a group of survivors that died over here. So, okay. Kraken, I'm not too concerned about. Yeah, zombies definitely attacking the Kraken. If... Oh, there's a Manhack as well. Oh, I think the Kraken released the Manhack. Manhack's not too much of a threat. But if we can get this... If the zombie can kill the Kraken won't attack us, right? So you'll notice that they're ignoring us. The Kraken probably won't attack us. The zombie definitely will. So if we can get these guys to kill one another, or at least maim one of each other. Oh, the scientists released the Kraken, that Manhack. That will be extremely handy. Alternatively, with the... Okay, so the Manhack is definitely coming at us. Our encumbrance is problematic as well. But the Manhack is definitely coming at us, so... we might have to rush the scientist before it spawns any more Manhacks. Let's rush the scientist. .24 damage critical. Smack that away. Smack the scientist again for another critical. Go away. One of the Kraken's dead. Alright, we got the zombie scientist. Now we need to get the hell out of here. Yes, I know. Alright, we got one. Broke one of them. So we got a broken Manhack and a power converter. Handy. 2 spikes out of a broken Manhack. That will be extremely useful. So we just have to hope that we can destroy the Manhacks before they kill us. So bashing weapons increased to level 1. Yes! We have some experience now. And that's all 3 Manhacks. So yeah, it was extremely vital that we kill the Manhacks ASAP because... Ooh, combat knife. This could be handy. We'll take that. It's extremely important that you kill the scientist ASAP because if they release those Manhacks at you, then you could easily get swamped. So we'll butcher it because we do not want it coming back up. Police car's battery dies. That could be a problem. So we have a chunk of tainted flesh. Do not eat this. There's a mutation that lets you eat the tainted flesh. Until you have it, don't. So we have a burnt out bionic, which is completely useless. Scientists and certain zombies will have bionics that you can butcher out if your skill is high enough. Otherwise, they come out burnt. So we have some tainted bones that you can use to make stuff. A cash card, which is money that can be used to buy things. The number is in cents. So, see, cents, 476. Vacuum sealer that can be used to vacuum pack food. That's handy. We'll have to remember where that is because we can't carry it right now. And we have some clothing. Let's go check out the Kraken. Fresh chunks of meat. I don't think they classify as human, so that could be handy. Yeah, here we go. You can use the craft of boiled stomach and bones. Can we make a boiled stomach yet? Probably not with our water, but it's okay. Just looking. No, we can't, so there's no point. And that Kraken is also not an issue. The mold is not a threat either. So here we go. A thermal dissipation CBM. So this is a bionic that you can install in your body, and you can see that basically it makes you immune to fire. All right, so you can walk through fire with this. So this is an extremely useful one, but it does require power. So you're going to need a bionics module that allows you to recharge yourself as well before it can be useful. A lab coat that fits, yes, please. So if you try and pick up a piece of clothing that exceeds your volume, it'll prompt you to wear it, and we do want to. The lab coat is useful because, as you can see, it provides 14 storage for 2 encumbrance, which is very, very useful because now our storage is up to 28. That also means that if we want, we can pick up this thermal dissipation CBM and take it home with us, and we do want. What about this one? Lab coat as well, a pair of sunglasses. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll wear that. And there's another one here. Science ID card. This is the good. This is the good money. This is the good money. The science ID card allows us to get into a lab without having to break in. So science ID card, very, very important, very, very useful. Telescopic eyes CBM. So it sorts out any vision problems if you took the short-sighted or long-sighted issue, perk, feat, whatever, and probably gives you scout, like the scout perk, so you'll be able to see this further out, I guess. So this will be a useful CBM. Can we take it with us? Maybe. If we put away the 2x4. There we go. And we take this. There we go. So now we are wielding the telescopic eyes, so it's not taking up that volume. So now we can head on home, hopefully without getting ganked by anything. What I might do, there's a cougar, it's to the southeast, it's fine. What I might do, since we're going to be using this vehicle as our base, is I might drop the 2 CBMs here. Also drop the science ID card, at least for now as well. Why are we carrying the hexamine stove? Get rid of that. Okay. Perfect. So now we can take out our 2x sword again. And we'll close this up. Now we are hungry and thirsty, so you can see here that we have hungry and thirsty. So we're going to drink a little bit of water, and we're going to eat a piece of a cooked meat. And that's got rid of those 2. Underneath it will be when we are tired. That's fine, we don't affect or anything. So we are not tired at the moment, so we're not going to go to sleep. And we are good for now. Let's see how far into town we can actually get. The moose is there. The bobcat and the moose appear to be fighting. I like that. We'll see who wins. Probably going to be the moose, to be honest. They're heading south, so they've run off down that way. So we will go down this way. A hazmat zombie will have some hazmat gear that we can strip off. Shady zombies are a relatively recent zombie that I will cover in the next episode because we are coming up on the half-hour mark. So I'll put a break in here, and I will come back tomorrow and I'll talk more about the zombies because there's a few new ones that we can see at the moment. And tomorrow we will see if we can make any headway into this little village because we are right on the outskirts. The gun store is right down there, and we'll want to raid these houses and the gun shops and see if we can find any gear. With the size of the town, we can probably, if we can find a decent gun and some good amount of ammo, we can probably clear out the entire region because there won't be any new zombies spawning in. If we can find like maybe not an assault rifle, but a regular rifle or a decent pistol with a fair amount of ammo, we can basically just mow our way down and just kill all the zombies, and then it will be relatively safe and have a really nice little home base. And we're about to explore nicely. But for now, we'll put a break and we will continue on tomorrow. If you've enjoyed this episode, do hit subscribe, like it if you want, and see you then.